Okay guys, let me just do a little intro into decimal places and just say a few words about these questions that you're going to have a go at. Just to review and remind a few things of the rules. So basically, to round a number to a certain number of decimal places, we count the number of decimal places we wish to keep. So for example, like this is the first decimal place here, this is the second, and that's the third decimal place. And the same goes for this number as well. This position's the first, second, and third. So suppose we want to keep, okay, so it then says if the next digit is 5 or bigger, we round up, less than 5, we round down. So what does that mean? Well, let's do an example then, a couple of examples here. So let's do it to 1 dp then, as I've just put the dot just to emphasize that. So 142.687 to 1 dp. Well, the next digit along is an 8. And it's 5 or bigger, agreed? So we round up. What that means is we round the 6 up to the next integer up, and 6 increases to 7. So we write 142.7, and that would be to 1 dp. Here we go. Now suppose we wanted to do it to 2 dp then. Well, instead of looking at the first digit then, we look at the second decimal place. So in this case now, we look at the 8, which is here. We look to the digit afterwards, the next digit, from the second decimal place, which is here. If it's 5 or bigger, which it is, we round this digit in question up, we round up. So the 8 gets rounded up in this case to 9. So it'll be 142.69, and that would be to 2 dp. And that's the idea of rounding up then. So if we look at the same thing as far as rounding down is concerned then, with this example here, let's do it to 2 dp then, and we'll round this to 2 decimal places, this number here, minus 27.983. So we're rounding to the second decimal place, which is here. The digit after is a 3, which is less than 5. So in that case, we round down. So when we say we round down, what we mean is we just leave the 8 as is. So it's minus 27.98, and that would be to 2 dp. So we leave it unaltered. We just truncate this decimal and cut the 3 away from it. That's it. So minus 27.983 to 2 dp is minus 27.98. Okay, well what if we did it to 1 dp then, this digit? Let's have a look at that. This example here then, to 1 dp. Let's see what we get here. Okay, to 1 dp, here's the first decimal place, just to remind us where we are. The next digit along is an 8, which is bigger than or equal to 5, isn't it? So we round up. So we round the 9 up, and we add 1 to it to get to 10. 10 in this column is really minus 28, isn't it? Because you add 1 to 28. When you add 1, carry 1 over. And then that will be 0.0. And that would be to 1 dp. There we go. So minus 27.983 to 1 decimal place is minus 28.0. Just run through that again, just briefly, just to emphasize it. So to 1 decimal place, we look at this digit here. So we would look at the 6, agreed? And not the 8 in that example there then. Let's have a look at this one. And here, the next digit along is an 8, which is bigger than or equal to 5. So we round up. So what we mean by that is we round the 6 up to a 7. So it would be 142.7. And that would be to 1 dp. So I hope you got the idea. Best explained by examples. These are the general rules that you follow when you're working at decimal places. So all the best with this section then, guys. And I'll catch you in another section. Cheers.